This video was made in collaboration with the Avatar Wiki. If you'd like to learn more, check out the link in the description. Government in the Earth Kingdom. Though the ruler of Ba Sing Se, titled as the Earth King or Queen, is the official overall leader of the Earth Kingdom, the country functions as a sort of confederation, with individual states, provinces, and cities given a great deal of autonomy. Outside the cities, the central government has little influence. Furthermore, the Earth Kingdom has no unified system of laws, with each region having its own legal code. These territories do, however, provide support and troops to the Earth King whenever necessary, and the military functions as a unified body. In 174 AG, after Kuvira's defeat at Republic City, King Wu decided he would abolish the monarchy in favor of independent states, with a democratically elected government akin to the political situation of the United Republic of Nations. Welcome to the Amagi. In today's video, we're going over the government in the Earth Kingdom. Before we begin, we publish a new video every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Ba Sing Se. Executive power of the government of Ba Sing Se, and by extension the entire Earth Kingdom, is vested in the Earth Monarch. It should be noted that day-to-day affairs of the city are managed by the Grand Secretariat, who answers only to the monarch. The power of the Earth Monarch was, until the reign of the 46th Earth King, largely absolute. This changed when both a war of conquest and a peasant uprising proved his authority less than legitimate, and Avatar Kyoshi intimidated him into accepting a more reduced role. As such, the monarchy became more constitutional, and large amounts of power were ceded to the bureaucrats, with the monarch becoming more of a figurehead. As successive monarchs delegated more and more power to their underlings in favor of pursuing personal leisure and pleasures, the bureaucracy became highly corrupt and self-serving. Longfang, Grand Secretariat to Earth King Kui, used the Dai Li secret police as his own personal enforcers, making sure things in Ba Sing Se remained under his control. After Longfang's corruption was revealed, Earth King Kui had him arrested and decided to take a more active role in ruling his kingdom, revising many policies that attempted to ensure power was more evenly distributed. The ascension of his daughter, Hou-Ting, to the throne marked a sharp downward shift in this regard, however. A petty and materialistic woman, Hou-Ting reversed many of her father's policies and decisions to make herself an absolute monarch, stripping the bureaucrats of virtually all power and revising it to herself, though she preferred to use her royal authority for personal pleasures rather than meaningfully ruling her lands. The mismanagement meant that her assassination at the hands of the Red Lotus created a massive power vacuum, with nobody able to effectively step in and maintain order. As such, Ba Sing Se and most of the Earth Kingdom were left to descend into anarchy and chaos. Gaoling. The state of Gaoling is a state in the Earth Kingdom preparing for a transition to democracy. Historically, the area was ruled by the noble Beifong family. Its capital is Gaoling. The candidates in the elections are the traditionalist bureaucrats Ling and Bak, the Earth Empire loyalist Guan, and the earthbending master Toph Beifong. However, the fairness of the elections has been jeopardized following Dr. Sheng's brainwashing of Gaoling's citizens. King Wu planned to cancel the elections, but was captured by Guan's army, who prepared to brainwash him. Omashu. Omashu, though part of the Earth Kingdom and therefore answerable to the Earth King in Ba Sing Se, has its own king and is relatively autonomous of the capital. Zaofu. Zaofu was founded and built by Suyin Beifong, head of the Metal Clan and daughter of the famous Toph Beifong. Like Omashu, it is part of the Earth Kingdom while staying relatively autonomous of the capital. In 174 AG, it was briefly annexed to the Earth Empire by Kuvira, who assumed total control over the city. Kyoshi Island. Kyoshi Island was once a peninsula whose largest settlement was Yokoya and was largely impoverished, with most eking out a living as farmers and sailors. Possessing little economic and strategic importance meant that it was ignored by the official government and left largely to its own devices. However, it gained notoriety when Avatar Kyoshi was discovered there, and she made it her adopted home. When the peninsula was directly threatened by Qin the Conqueror, Kyoshi responded by using the power of the Avatar state to separate the peninsula from the mainland and push it out to sea as an island, also indirectly killing Qin in the process. As a result of this act, the new island was named Kyoshi Island in her honor, and the Avatar herself became its political governor, a position she ceded to her daughter Coco. Though Kyoshi Island is ruled by a governor, each village maintains its own leader who acts as an authority in local politics, settling legal disputes and overseeing the local chapters of the Kyoshi warriors who serve as the island's police and security forces. Though the governor swears fealty to the central government of Ba Sing Se, it is largely lip service, and the island is mostly autonomous. Earth Empire. After Earth Queen Hou-Ting was assassinated by the Red Lotus, the Earth Kingdom was plunged into total anarchy as the disempowered central government collapsed. With the bureaucracy in tatters and the Avatar out of commission as a result of being near-fatally poisoned by the Red Lotus, the Earth Kingdom was in need of a powerful and well-respected figure to step in and restore order. The world's leaders approached Suyin Beifong with this proposal in mind, but she declined as she felt it would be forcibly implanting her own ideals on the Earth Kingdom. Kuvira, her protege and guard captain, protested as it could be an excellent way for her to share Zaofu's technological advancement with the rest of the kingdom, as well as to bring back order, but Suyin was unconvinced. Disillusioned with her leader and seeking to help her troubled nation, Kuvira left Zaofu with Suyin's eldest son, Batar Jr., as well as many of the guards and several wealthy citizens to do the job herself. Kuvira reached Ba Sing Se and successfully brought it to heel, following which she took command of the remaining Earth Kingdom military and, with the blessing of the world leaders, set about restoring order to the rest of the nation. Over a period of 3 years, Kuvira managed to stabilize the Earth Kingdom and united many of its states under her own banner, earning her the title of Great Uniter, with the stipulation that it would transfer power back to the hands of the Earth Monarchy once it was complete. However, Kuvira soon began to harbor aspirations and ambitions of her own, and saw the monarchy as outdated and having failed the nation in the past. As such, she declared the Earth Kingdom over and dissolved it in favor of a new Earth Empire, which she intended to lead herself. This action was met with resistance from the other nations, who refused to recognize her or her regime, and declared her a usurper of the monarchy, which Kuvira ignored. The Earth Empire consisted of nearly all previous Earth Kingdom territories that had joined Kuvira, either willingly or under threat of force. Many of these regions had dissolved into chaos after the death of Hou-Ting, and were grateful to Kuvira for helping them, whilst others were largely unaffected or distrusted her intentions and resisted her, such as the state of Yi. Over time, however, they all capitulated and joined her, or were taken by force, including her home state of Zaofu. Kuvira enacted very strong rules within her territories, forcing people to declare open and eternal loyalty to her in exchange for protection, with any dissenters rounded up and locked away. Kuvira also engaged in ethnic cleansing of her occupied territories, ordering all citizens of Fire Nation and Water Tribe ethnicity to be sent to re-education camps. Leaders of all these states either fell in line or were supplanted by Kuvira's own underlings, all of whom answered directly to her. Kuvira was appointed as the Earth Empire's sole ruler, with all power transferred to her, making her a military dictator. The Earth Empire maintained few diplomatic relationships with the other nations, none of whom recognized Kuvira's new position, but it was not openly hostile to them as it was wary of provoking a sudden war. Citizens of foreign origin found within the Earth Empire borders were arrested, such as the Air Nation child Ikki, though she escaped with her siblings' help. Despite being wary of provoking the other nations, however, Kuvira planned and enacted an invasion of the United Republic of Nations, falsely declaring it as land stolen from the Earth Empire. The United Republic, for its part, sought assistance from the other nations in fortifying itself against Kuvira, with both the Air and Fire Nations agreeing to provide assistance in this regard. Though the United Forces were made to stand down and allow themselves to be turned over to Earth Empire custody when Kuvira invaded Republic City, a small resistance group of various people from the Air Nation, United Republic, and former Earth Kingdom resisted her advance and managed to defeat her, bringing an end to the Earth Empire. Did you enjoy our video? Be sure to check out these other great videos from the Amagi, and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.